We asked South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who joins us right now. Senator, by the way, let's get your quick thoughts on the president in D.C. and his announcement today.
It's hard to make America great again when the capital of America is the most dangerous place on the planet to work, live, and visit. Well done, Mr. President. You're going to do for D.C. what you did for the border. I'm going to create a D.C. security fund to allow the president to hire more police officers, more technology to make D.C. a safe place to live, work, and visit. Well done, Mr. President. I want to help you.
Okay. Friday's a big day, but the president was right. He said he thinks he'll know in 2 minutes he'll be able to read Putin if Putin's serious. I think that's interesting. He said it's going to be up to Zelensky. It's going to be up to Europe. I think Europe has abdicated their responsibility. Joe Biden was all too willing to fight a proxy war on behalf of Europe and pay for it. Trump is insisting that they buy the weapons from us, a very different philosophy. What happens and how do we define success?
Well, I think what we want to do is make sure there's no third invasion, that President Trump not only ends the war now, but he ends it forever. The word don't, I would provide to President Trump, don't do what Biden and Obama did. Not be clear to Putin. You're not there to humiliate Russia. You're there to end the war. There will be land swaps. Ukraine cannot evict every Russian soldier, and Russia is not going to take Kyiv. It's time for this war to end honorably and justly. But what would a good deal look like? Keep helping the Ukrainian military sell weapons to Europe to help Ukraine. That's good for our economy, and that's a form of deterrence. President Trump negotiated a hundreds of billions of dollars deal, over $1 trillion of critical minerals to be mined in Ukraine. We get half of it. Set up American business interests in Ukraine. That's a form of deterrence. Have the Europeans guarantee Ukraine's security, and if Putin invades again, he'll be fighting the coalition of the willing, just not Ukraine. And a guy like me can help, too. I will create pre-invasion sanctions that will crush Russia if there's a third invasion. All of this together would prevent a third invasion. It would end the war honorably and justly. And China is watching. I can't think of a better person on the planet to put in the room with Putin other than Trump. He has a relationship with President Putin, which is a good thing. But the reason Putin is in Alaska is because President Trump announced he was going to sell weapons to Europe to help Ukraine, and that rattled Putin. But he put a 50% tariff, President Trump did, on India for buying Russian oil. He went after the second largest purchaser of Russian oil that keeps the war machine going in Russia, India, with a 50% tariff. That's why Putin's going to Alaska. Peace through strength.
Add to that, I mean, as part of his trade deal with the European Union, they're going to spend $1 trillion on our energy, and that cuts off funding for Putin's war machine. That's another big factor. You're right. The 50% tariffs on India, that's a factor. Selling weapons, not giving them like Joe did, that's a factor. And also building a relationship, long-term best interests of Ukraine. You know, he inherited a mess as usual. And no forever war would be nice for everybody. Senator, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.